Good afternoon, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Shadows for what is livestream number 22 as we continue our journey through the game. Good afternoon, I hope your week is going well. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from yesterday's stream. So yesterday morning stream, we found a new recruit. Surprisingly, weren't expecting it. We just happened upon a conversation in a village, and it turned into a new recruit that we completed their missions for, and they joined us. We also completed the corrupt Dacan and made sure that was all complete as well. And then from there, I'm still reading my blurb. We continued to clear Wakasa, which included dueling the Bowmaster and killing members of the Pirate Alliance. And we finished the stream by taking out one of the Pirate Alliance called Little Kappa, although he wasn't very little. I'm assuming that's a little ode to Little John from Sherwood Forest. Robin Hood. I knew it, I just couldn't think of what it was. Yeah, I think Little Kappa is an ode to Robin Hood and their Little John situation. We also learned after taking out the Dacan that Kuma had misled us. It wasn't Lady Oichi that asked us to take out the Dacan. It was actually Lady Neen. We'll see how that plays out going forward. It seems that she's putting more of the strings than we realised. And she's also someone we need to go and see for the next main story bit, which we're holding off on at the minute, mainly because there's a lot of backstory to Yasuke and Noe that we haven't investigated yet, and that's just appeared. That's the Yasuke side of things. So we're holding off continuing the main story until we've done a lot more of that side of it, because I think it makes sense to learn more about the characters before we go and do more of that kind of stuff. That's my thinking anyway. We'll see how that works as we go forward. So we're going to start today by finishing off the pirates. That'll be the first thing we do. I think one of them includes us going to a new region that we've not been to yet as well, which will be Tamba, which I think will be an interesting place to go and visit for the first time. And then we'll go from there. If you haven't kept up with the channel this morning, the channel update has gone live. That went live this morning. It talks about what happened, well, how the channel was affected by the Easter holidays, and how things went, and then what we're expecting in May, what's coming up on the channel, our kind of plans, live stream wise and stuff like that. So that is live on the community page if you get a chance to have a look. I do want to put a little bit in the chat for that as well, and then we'll crack on and load in. I'm hoping as well to also get round what happened last afternoon stream we had, where I really struggled and had to end the stream 10 minutes early. I'm hoping today might be able to get round it. We'll just work through it, essentially. There we go. All sorted. Right, we're ready to rumble, I think. I believe we are. Let me just check this. I know I really need to get the capture card up and running properly, don't I? So this can all be done in advance, I know. Right, let's load in. We're a couple of minutes early, but we're okay. Story-wise, we're tailing the traitor. The treacherous Akechi Michihida has been located, and Ashiba Hideyoshi readies his own for attack. It's time for Michihida to pay. So, as I say, we're holding off on that just until we've done the backstory elements to Noe and Yasuke. So main story has to. I think it makes sense to keep it on hold for a minute, just while we do other things, for it all to make 100% sense. Now, as I say, we finished the last stream by taking down Little Kappa, which is one of the Pirate Alliance. If we go to the Pirate Alliance. Where are they? Down here. So we have spared our new recruit. We've taken down Cage, and we've taken down the not so little Kappa. That was the end of yesterday morning stream. We know that a guy called Sen is in Tamba, but we don't know where. But there's a priest that was being held by Kappa we need to go and speak to now. And then we've got one more person to find, Lopo Cruz, and then we head to Tamba. It makes sense to deal with these while we're here, I think. So, we're going to quickly go and speak to the priest. He might be able to tell us a bit more information about where Sten is. While we're here, let's quickly unlock that building. There we go. Finding more of those. There are more caves, though, than buildings, to be fair. We are currently level 47. No way there with our current gear, the Tanto of Malice. We're not going to upgrade any of our legendary gear until we hit level 50. Just because I made that decision. We'll stick to that. We'll keep changing character as and when we can as well. As we always do. Right, let's go and speak to the priest. As I say, we dealt with Kappa. The priest is running away by the looks of it. There's still enemies here though. Priest, don't run into there. Although we took down Kappa, there's still enemies here. Okay, well there's enemies here, so I've got none of those left. Let's see if our allies can help. There we go. That was the ally helping. The priest is in this camp. Is there anyone else in this camp? I need...
explosives. I should be careful.
We should be careful. Lots of explosives in here. What I actually need... I need kunai.
On alert.
More than anything else.
Maybe I can use these explosives.
We could have used the explosive. We've already taken down little Kappa, so it's not the end of the world at the minute. Interesting though that she wants to use them. Smuggle resources out. I think there's one enemy left in here. That is a lot of explosives here. If I'd known this before we took on little Kappa at the end of yesterday's stream, I would have used the explosives. I didn't know there was this many explosives here, to be fair. Thanks for the like, brothers, much appreciated. What's that there? Refill rations. Yeah, the Kappa fight was didn't really go the way we'd hoped. We persevered in the end. But it became a bit of a nightmare in the end. Castle of the Ronin, that's a new helmet for Yasuke. As I say, I believe there is still one enemy around we do need to deal with. I just saw something else shining. Where was that? I think it's over here. Alright, let's deal with the last guy that's here. I say that. This is all part of his... There's another guy coming this way. There's some more people over there as well. Why are they... The priest is behind us. I know where the priest is. Who are those two over there, though? I can mark them as enemy. But they're all showing us... Okay, I don't know who they are. Let's go and speak to the priest before we get too carried away. And see what he can tell us.
Blessed thanks
We're hoping he can tell us where Sen is, essentially.
You saved me from great pain.
Thanks for the like, much appreciated.
The last I remember, I was preaching in a
If only
small
we'd known
village
there was so much
not
explosives
far
in there,
from
though.
here.
We would have
There
approached
were
that differently
two
yesterday if that was the
talking
case.
in loud voices. One of them was that terrible brute.
But we didn't know.
The next thing I knew, I was knocked out.
What did the other men look like?
I did not see him, but the villagers called him.
Okay, that's the one we don't know where he is. So we're hoping that's given us the information to find out where he is now. All we know is he's in Tamba. Let's have a look. What's changed? So he is in Tamba. He's in the northern coast of Fukushima, in the Yura fishing village. So we will be going to deal with him shortly, but we've got one more person in my castle to go and take down first. Assassinate Lopo Cruz is our target. Now, do we know where he is? We do. We managed to find out where he was yesterday. He's over here. This unpredictable madman is feared by the other pirates. Why is he feared? We've also got a Kakariga over there as well to clear. Now, my thinking is, if we fast travel back to there, we can restock. No way, we need to use our scouts first, actually, because we're going to change season if we want to fast travel. So, let's locate where he is on the map. All we know is he's in Tamba. We haven't been to Tamba yet. There's two regions we've not been to at all. Tamba is one of those. So, Tamba over here. northern coast of this bit. So somewhere around here would be my guess. Ah, maybe not then. Okay. Let's try over this way. No. Okay. Well, there goes my guesses. We'll have to figure that out once we get more scouts then, by the looks of things. I want to know what's going on down here for a second, because we saw there was lots of activity. I've missed, there's something gold in there as well. How do we get to that? Ah, around this way, there we go. Kunai would be very helpful right now.
I suppose I could check there.
Oh, they did. Okay, they saw us a bit earlier than I was hoping that. Come on then. Well, that was a boot. So this is still part of the pirate camp by looks of things, that we've taken down Little Kappa in. There's a few more resources to grab, so we might as well grab them while we're here. Can't smuggle out the resources because we just used our last scouts. Anything else to pick up, or are we done now? There's something on the top of there, and I think we're done. We might be able to replace all the tools as well here. In fact, if that's the case, we're not going to head back to the new hideout we just paid for. We've replaced the kunai now, so instead, let's sail. We know where this next person is. Let's nick a boat, and instead we're going to take a boat and sail around to where he is. So we need to come out of here and head north. We're heading to there. That's where we're going to next. For the next member of the Pirate Alliance. And then once he's done, we'll change to Yasuke and go after the final one, who is in Tamba. There's also several other missions in Tamba, including one of our new recruits. We've still got a mission to do with him in Tamba as well. I believe it's Tamba he's gone back to. Sunk boat there, just see if there's any treasure. Doesn't seem to be. I've gone the complete wrong way, haven't I? Do I land here and run across? So instead, okay, we won't sail all the way around. We'll head across and unlock some of the land instead. At least then we're clearing the land as well. I was going to just run straight. There's lots of blood here, though. Lots of blood. Was just going to sail around, but because we kind of went the wrong way, we might as well follow this way instead. And at least we're unlocking the map at the same time this way. Okay, choice of two different ways to go, left or right. We want to be going left here. I'm kind of hoping while we unlock some of this map, we discover new things that we haven't seen. That would be the ideal. Oh, there's a chest here. The Mori Tunnel. Who are these people? Oh, I can assassinate.
Something's out there. I don't need this.
If I can assassinate, no questions asked. Armor damage on critical hit engraving. Right, so there's a tunnel here, supposedly. The Mori Tunnel. Where does the tunnel lead? Where's the entrance to the tunnel? No, not the entrance. Curious now. If this is the tunnel, where is the tunnel entrance? can't see anything. It'd be weird for a place to be called a tunnel, unless there was a tunnel. But I'm not seeing a tunnel anywhere, which is weird. Yeah, that's weird. Why would it be called a tunnel? It must mean something else, surely. We were talking yesterday as well about legendary animals. We've not seen a single legendary animal yet. Some fighting going on here. They've got nothing of use to us, so we can ignore them. I kind of ignore them when they're fighting each other. It doesn't bother us. The only thing we gain from doing so would be XP. Not that big a deal. Yeah, we're talking about legendary animals. So I got an email from Ubisoft, and you get these if you sign up to Ubisoft Plus and stuff. And it was saying about we've started the game, brilliant, but we haven't found any legendary animals yet. And obviously we weren't aware there was anything such as a legendary animal. So at some point we need to go and find them. Okay, we've discovered a village. Or what's left of a village. Someone's in trouble over there. They've got a purple marker on. Which normally means they want help, but I can also mark them to fight.
Once we are done with you, we are going after your leader in his rear.
Oh, they're fighting the pirates. That's the way. Just walk up and assassinate everyone. So they were fighting the pirates, and they were saying about going and killing their leader, who is in the hideout. Well, we know where he is, and that is where we're heading, to be fair. Can't let them get to him first, can we? That's the thing. A new trinket. So Gembi's regret. We'll check that in a second. Right, is there anything else here to look at, or is that it? Seems to be it, to be fair. Ah, we've got a bit. We can buy a village. We can buy a house in the village. I guarantee this is going to be more of a stone shack, but let's do so. It enables fast travel a little bit easier. So where's our new house is here? That is a stone shack and a half. Yeah, that is a bit of a shack. So there we go. Let's quickly do these because these come up with other things to find. They're already there. With the camera, I'll put that on. I don't need to find it, but let's put it on so it's there. Okay. There is meant to be something else here, isn't there? There was another marker on our map that's gone. I've just noticed it's disappeared. There was meant to be something here that we could find, and it's now no longer there, and I don't know why. Strangely. Unless I killed the guy who was meant to be doing it, maybe. Okay, we can take a boat to where we're heading. Which seems to be the best route, looking at that. So this pirate who we're going to take down, the penultimate person from the Pirate Alliance, is in a lair that we need to get into. So it'd be interesting to see how that works out. Crazy Iceman, good afternoon. How are you today? How did it go yesterday with your... Oh, the happy with your improvement oxygen and carbon dioxide levels. I love you. Oh, nice. So it went well then, essentially. So it was a sleep study, wasn't it? But I'm glad to hear they're happy with your progress. That's really good. Okay, this is the layers here. But we can't see anything because of the storm. And we're wanted in this area. It's really helpful since I can't see anything. Right, our target supposedly is there. Can I kill him from here? Why can't I kill him from here? Okay, I can't kill him from here, so then let's jump into the water. It's going to be very cold, admittedly. I'm going to try and get round on him. I like assassinations to be assassinations rather than just shooting someone from a distance. But in this occasion, he's down. And so is he. I don't think he was the pirate, because he hasn't cleared the mission, so he wasn't the pirate. Why it glowed, I don't know. I've noticed not just the pirates, not just the enemy glow like that. It's weird. We've been spotted here.
Moving to check that out.
I'm gonna be out of these. They're both dead because they're both poisoned. Okay. Didn't really want to get into a fight here, but don't really have a choice, do we? It's going to be all sneaky as well, but that didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Generally how a lot of our sneaky goes. It never goes the way you want it to. Oh, I missed. Right, big guy can't hurt us for a minute. That's why the screen's changed colour. We can't hurt us while we use this particular skill. He's in the water. Right, come on. That's his armour gone. Although he's not dead yet. Come on. Oh, that was a hit. That's the first time we've seen him try and throw us. It didn't quite work the way I think he wanted it to. Well, so much for going in and being discreet. Never seen them do that kind of punch attack before. That's a new attack we've not seen. Right, now we're kind of being a bit more discreet. Although I say that as someone else is coming to try and find us.
You are as good as dead.
Don't know where we are currently. Well, they did until now. Can't we stay discreet here? There's too many of them. Keep seeing us. I see you down there.
I got you.
Haven't seen the pirate yet. We're here to kill though. We may still get a decent assassination on him at least, because I haven't seen him as of yet. Yeah, I know. It's saying we can't. You can from the water if you're underneath him, but he wasn't him anyway. It seems that he wasn't who we thought he was. Okay, we'll try and stay silent now for a minute. Try not to get seen. Right, I think the pirate we've got to kill is there. I think I've taken down all his men, to be fair. I think it may just be him left. I do think it is better when you get a nice assassination. You know, when you really either jump down from above or below. It just feels so much better.
His daily council meeting again?
Yes, on the ship ahead. It's important that we don't disturb him.
Okay, he's on the ship ahead. And they've been told not to disturb him. Can we get
Someone
a double?
is on that ship.
I need a double assassination. There we go. So he's on the ship talking to someone. There he is. That's Lopo Cruz, the penultimate guy from the Pirate Alliance. And supposedly he's going to be speaking to someone on the ship. There's also gold up there as well. Let's just have a look how we're going to do this. Obviously, I want a nice assassination. Going up there onto that tree branch and coming down would be ideal.
I better do around.
I didn't know they still had men here, to be fair, before I take them all out. I think that might be our way to do it. Head across over here. Try not to get seen. There's a whole area here though to be careful of. And they're all enemy, which doesn't help. What are they doing over there? Yeah, there's a lot of enemy there. I'm thinking we need to get across. There is a way of up there, but I don't know how we get to it. Need to find a way up, ideally. There's some keys to pick up here. Either that, or we're just going to have to go on the boat and do it that way. I don't think there's a way up from here, is there? Need to get higher. And obviously can't afford to get seen doing so. When you get to jump... Oh, absolutely. When it works perfectly, like that. In a crazy way.
What a beautiful place. This could be paradise.
Yeah, if not for us.
Right, they were spotting us, that's why I've had to keep moving around that. Can I get... No, I can't. I think the other guy is coming to try and find us, essentially. Okay, we're up. Can I get across? I think we can go up here and get across this way. All I'm fussed about is getting a nice assassination on the pirate guy. The rest of his men, I'm not really too worried about. We can deal with them afterwards. But it's all about a nice assassination to start us off today. Okay, we want to be going down here. Is anyone down there? No. Okay. So we drop down here. There's a gold to pick up here as well. Oh, that's a different looking chest. What's inside that? A strong katana of aspiration. Epic long katana for Yasuke. Right, this should be a nice assassination if this works out. Oh, we can't assassinate in one. May be able to. We may have to change gear quickly. Because we need something that's going to give us more damage from above. And currently we haven't got anything on that does that. We'll change the trinket to the one that's better. There was one that gave us what we need from above, wasn't there? Tanto. Double assassination. Damage on tagged enemies. Try that one, it may be enough. No, still not enough. All the things you do, just have a nice assassination. It doesn't look good though when you get it right. Shadows. Maybe we don't have one. Maybe I don't have anything we could change to help us here. No, I don't think I have. So we're going to have to fight him once we hit him, it seems. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to fight him after we take him down. Because I've got no way of doing it. Okay. Although saying that, actually,
We must obtain the treasure.
what about kunai?
I agree, little Kappa is
Kunai hit first, then
He doesn't
assassinate?
care about riches,
That should do it.
only blowing things up. All right.
I missed him.
An enemy has appeared! Kill! My friends, go on without me.
He can't hit us anyway. There we go, we got him. Once he can't hit us, it was only a matter of time to take him down.
This man was working with Little Copbot, the one with the explosives. They're both dead now.
Okay, both of them are taken care of. We did gain some decent rewards from that as well, by the looks of things. Leveled up as well to level 48. It wasn't a nice assassination in the end, but penultimate person taken care of the Pirate Alliance. One left to go. Okay, let's have a quick look at stuff. Objectives. We should be... Yeah, there we go. Lopo Cruz. A madman who formed friendly relations with rocks. His last orders were for Little Kappa to deliver explosives to a blocked cave. A blocked cave? Okay. I kind of want to go and find that cave now. That's the next one we need to go on, who we need to go and find to finish off the Pirate Alliance once and for all. But I kind of want to find this locked cave now. Where would that be? It's got to be around here, surely. Unless... There's a wealth is high, so it's worth taking down everyone in the lair and gaining everything there. A blocked cave. There must be a cave around here somewhere then. That they needed the explosives for. We may have to go and have a look at that and see what we can find. We did gain some new weapons though. We gained a new Kurashigama, Ocean's Grip. And did we not gain something? I thought we gained 2 weapons, but maybe we only gained 1. Yeah, maybe we only gained 1. I'm sure we'd gained 2. I think, oh, it's the engraving would have been the second. Mastery points, we've gone up to 5 now. We do really need to use these. Tanto. What have we got? 3 there. We need to do that one really for unaware enemies. There we go, leap strike damage. And there we go, that'll do. Okay. Normally we'd change character now and go as Yasuke for a minute, but while we're here, let's go and take down the enemies over the other side and see if we can find this cave. Because now I'm interested. If there's a cave here that could have something in it. And especially if his last job was to deliver explosives. I take it there's nothing this way. There's something there. What's through here? I think it's over the other side, but just want to be sure. I don't think there's anyone around. We did take care of most people. Okay, that's just one for our... We can smuggle back. There's still stairs here, though. So they stop there, do they? Okay, I think the cave is on the other side then. By the looks of things. Okay, we've definitely got to find the cave. I didn't see someone sleeping up there, to be fair. It's happened upon them. Right, we've got all these people to take care of that side. Also, it's meant to be high wealth, worth a few upgrade ingredients as well. We'll try and be silent, but I generally know how that's going to go. And then if we can find the cave, we will. If not, we'll go and take down the final member of the Pirate Alliance. And then we'll see what else there is to do in Tamba. And then from there, decide where we're heading next, ideally. Right, 1 down. Stick to the shadows. They know I killed someone, but they don't know where from. Same again. I've got no kunai left. It's always annoying when you run out of kunai at the wrong time. Coming this way?
What was that sound?
Come here and you'll find out what the sound was. Yeah, lack of kunai is a problem, just because it's a lot harder then to take people from distance. But we can grab a kunai back here. No, it's having to grab kunai there. Got to walk over the bodies to get the kunai and completely miss. By the looks of things. 3 people searching.
All is in order. That's complete.
That's it.
He's still looking, he is still looking. The other 2 have kind of gone back again.
We've completed the round here.
Just sit there and wait for him to come to me. Is he coming to me as well? I think he... he's meant to be investigating. Is he going to come across the water? Thank you for the like, well, much appreciated. Otherwise, says it's strange I enjoy killing people in a game. Saving them death. I know. That is weird, isn't it? To be fair. I messed it up.
Better than nothing there. You will not survive this.
There we go, she's down. For those that are interested as well, what I remember, I did post in the Discord last night the roadmap, or the updated roadmap for Assassin's Creed Shadows. They released it yesterday. It just says what's coming up and when. No real dates as such. One of the things they are changing is the ability to turn off, you know when the screen changes colour, there's certain moves and things. They're going to give you the ability to turn that off. On the things that you don't want it on, essentially. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not. I survived it.
Why won't you die?
Katana time. I thought I was dead then for a second. Right. There is something over there somewhere. But that looks to be outside of their camp, to be fair. Why is there a hay bale there as well? Generally that's only there if there's a jump off point, which there is above us. Okay, so there's something above us we need to go and check out, but let's finish off the rest of the camp first. Can't do the resources. Where was he? Who's there?
Is that a threat? What? Oh.
Where is there someone else? There is, just there. Okay, that's what that gained. We're just going to go up here, take these people down, and I think that's everything. We can go up and see what the other thing is. I'm not going to be discreet, I'm just going to run in.
This is another trick.
Speed is of the essence. Anything else in here? Not by the looks of it. Right, it's 2 people around here. Where are they facing? So double assassination is probably one of my favourite assassinations. It's weird having a favourite assassination, but they work out really nice and smooth when they really work. Right, I think that's everything gained from the pirate camp. Oh, we've missed something over there by the looks of it, and we need to go up. From what I can see. Don't know, can we get up here maybe? Can't climb that, can we? I'll just get some. I'm trying to get onto. Not onto that. They're also adding in wall rejects and things like the sideways ejects and things. That's all coming in future updates as well, from what they said yesterday. Right, there was definitely something up here to look at. I can't see a cave anywhere, from what they were saying about a cave. Because that kind of tells there is something we don't know about, if there's a cave we haven't seen or something. Don't think we can get up there, can we? Well, maybe. Might be able to get through this way. Right, we're above where they are. Got no kunai left. These are the guys going to investigate us. Well, we get a nice double assassination again here. It is nice. The only downside to double assassination on this is you have to have the Tanto equipped at all times, otherwise you just can't do it. Okay, could this lead to the cave they needed the explosives for? Okay, there's more guards here. I've still got no kunai. So we need to be silent. Because it wouldn't tell us about a cave unless there was something to find, I'm assuming. Right, refill tools. We have the tools back. No cave there. Yeah, no cave that I can see, frustratingly. They wouldn't talk about a cave, would they, unless there was something. There's still a treasure over there. Where is that? Oh, it's just in a building down there. Okay. Yeah, if there is a cave here that you need explosives to get into, I don't know where it is, and I can't see it. Maybe it's something we'll find out more from Sen when we find him. But as far as I'm concerned, that's Nehru's lair complete. We've taken down the pirate captain. Sen is our next person to take down. He is somewhere, according to this, around here. We haven't been to Tamba before. Tamba's a brand new place for us. So we are going to head somewhere close by. Although I was thinking maybe a boat. And we come in on the northern coast, maybe. Because currently I don't know where he is. We do want to change the Yasuke once we get there. That will also give us all our scouts back and stuff as well once we change the Yasuke. Because it will change the season. So let's see if we can grab a boat and we'll head to Tamba. There are several missions in Tamba we've got to do, not just the pirate one. As I say, it's the first time heading there. There will no longer be winter as well once we change the Yasuke. But at least now that's all the pirates taken care of, bar one. And we now know his rough location at least. Whereas before we had no information. Okay, we've gone the wrong way to be fair. Okay, we need to go around the island. It's so difficult to navigate. Oh, I think it is anyway. Okay, we should be able to go round here. And that should Gets to where we want to go. And then once the Pyro Alliance is done, that's another group taken care of. After we did the corrupt Daikan yesterday. And then we want to be heading to Key as well to learn more about Yasuke's past, but also Noe's as well. But that's gonna. We want to may head there after the Pyro Alliance. I'm just not sure. Just. I'm kind of in two minds what to do. Obviously, once we've gone to Tamba, we kind of want to explore more of it. But at the same time, the backstory kind of element is stopping us doing the main story in my mind. Okay, we want to follow this down now, and we want to be touching down somewhere where my marker is. Need to go around this way. Nothing to pick up on that. Always worth checking if there's anything to pick up as we pass them. A bit rough out this way, I must admit. I'm not entirely sure this kind of fishing vessel or normal boat would survive this kind of weather, to be honest. It's a little bit choppy. Thank you for the like, what it was, much appreciated. Just a little bit choppy. Can't even see where we're going, to be fair. There's a massive rock there. I did not see that till the last minute. Okay, so we're now coming along the Shadow Coast. We're trying to get to Tamba down there. This was the fastest route, I think. Kathy, good afternoon, how are you? We're nearly there, to be fair. Yeah, I'm thinking pirates, then maybe we head to Key. Do the... Whoa! I think I beached it. Couldn't see. We've managed to beach it on the Shattered Cove. We're a little bit short of where we were heading, annoyingly. Okay. I'm going to stick to as Noe for the minute. We are changing the Yasuke in a second, but if we need to climb, it's easier to be Noe to get around to areas. We may need to climb to get ourselves out of this situation. But yeah, I didn't mean to crash the boat. Couldn't see what was coming in front of us, to be fair. Good, glad you're good, Cappy. Yeah, visibility was definitely at its lowest. Oh, come on. Let me up there. No. Can we get up there? Yeah. Now, generally, I like to explore off the beaten track, and that's generally when you find hidden secrets and things. But I also got stuff I want to get done. I wasn't planning to be off the beaten track. Okay. Our marker's still there, so we kind of roughly know where we're still heading. Just wasn't the way we was going to go and get there. I did say the boats weren't made for that kind of weather, to be honest. Okay. Let's see where we're at. So, we're just coming across... here, we need to cross the water again, don't we? To be fair. If the pirate that we're after wasn't in the northern part, we would come in from a different direction and make it easier on ourselves. But as it says, it's in the northern part. Kind of got to head to the northern part. And that is why we haven't changed to Yasuke yet, because he would not be able to make any of those jumps. I'll be glad when we get to Tamba now. This was not the way I wanted to do it. I thought it would be a bit of a smoother kind of journey than it actually is. Hopefully once we find a village we can buy a house, and once we buy a house, fast travel then becomes so much easier when we're just trying to finish things off. But yeah, my thinking is we kill the last pirate and then maybe we head to Key, take down, try and do Yasuke's story in Key, and the Hidden Blade story in Key as well. Plus we need to meet with one of our alliances in Key. In fact, there's quite a few things in Key to do. So that's my thinking. Pirate Alliance, Yasuke's backstory. Okay, we've managed to find the sub-region. Entering Tamba for the very first time. Key and Tamba are the two regions we haven't been to really at all. Well, Tamba's not been there at all until now. Right, we know Sen is in Tamba. We know he's in this area. He's at a fishing village, from what it said. Northern coast, you're a fishing village. So, we need to find a fishing village. We need to stop the Yasuke as well. So really, we want to be by the sea. If there was a normal path to walk along, I would swap now, because that we don't have to do any more climbing. While we don't know where we're heading, I don't want to swap and then get ourselves stuck. Well, that's the coastline. No village though. Come on, you can climb up there. There we go. There is also, in the roadmap release yesterday, a parkour update coming at some point as well. I suppose it's one of the most requested features is a parkour update. I've not really had any issues, to be fair. To be fair, the only person that parkours is Noe. Yasuke can't. Still no fishing village. Right. Oh, our original marker was there. Wow, okay. We went miles off the beaten track by the end of it. We know he's here. It's got to be one. It says Northern Coast, which would make me think here. I did do a scan with our scouts before we ran out, and they weren't showing anything. To be fair, there's no fishing village over that way, so I'm not surprised they found nothing. I'm not 100% certain of changing the Yasuke just yet, just because if we need to climb, he won't do so. So I think we need to hold off changing. But it's his job to do the final pirate. I think we need to cross here, to be fair. So if we cross the water here, it's either going to be down here somewhere. That's more the middle though, isn't it? Northern Coast to me says here, but our scouts didn't find him. And I'm not seeing a village. In fact, I'm not really seeing anything, to be fair. It's all to find one pirate. All the rest are in Wakasa. It was easy to find. We had to wait until a priest told us where this guy was. Noe's, but I bet you Noe's freezing. All the swimming in that freezing water would not be fun. Okay. So we've made it across. Ah, there's a question mark behind us here. Would that be a fishing village? Tamba, it's in the area. Although a fishing village you would expect to be on the coastline, whereas that's a bit too high. Where is that on the map? That's a little bit too high to be a fishing village, I would say. 100 meters that way. Let's go across and have a look. Can't see it, but it might be somewhere at least, then we've got a reference point. Hopefully. Let's see what it is. We wouldn't have found a question mark there without going off the beaten track, to be fair. What's it going to be? It's a shrine. The Hachiman shrine. The Hashiman. Oh, we've got a chest here as well. 2 chests. Oh, new Kashigama. And we can pray as well. Not really what I was looking for, but it's something, at the very least. Okay, piercing is temporarily increased. I know once we change the Yasuke, we lose the bonus, but... Now, normally, shrines aren't too far away from a village or town. Would be my estimate. So, there must be something on this pathway. This is taking us down this way. All we want is a village. Come on. Lovely countryside, though. Another shrine here, but this is one of the ones we need to clear along the way. Make an offering to get that one done. Okay, still no village. I really thought we'd find one by now. Right, let's take over a marker off the map at least. The one north. I think as we're on a pathway, let's swap to Yasuke now. As we're going to be turning to him anyway next, as she killed the last pirate. That will change the season, I think, at the same time. We'll gain our scouts back. There we go. Spring is upon us. Spring blossom. We'll try and use the scouts and see if we can find this guy. Make our life a little bit easier. What's the betting is in the central part, even though it says northern. What's the betting? There we go. Scouts will be back to normal. All that running through snow we made no way do, and now it's lovely sunshine and grassland. Well, we do need to check his gear because we've gained loads of different things. So we've gained a new katana. Health-wise is less, but everything else is massively better. Strong katana of aspiration. We don't lose much weapon DPS. The rest of it we gain quite a lot. We lose the poison that's been so good for this katana. Yeah, let's swap. As it is better. We do use the bow. So we have got another Kanobo there. Our current bow is Blood Rain. And I did say earlier on, we're not changing... We're not going to upgrade any legendary gear until we hit level 50. I think that's our next point. Maybe every 5 levels. The Warden helmet is currently on. Change. No, I don't think it's worth the change. For the loss in health. And mastery points, we have got 12 to spend. Wow, okay. Where's that come from? That's a skill we don't use. That's a skill. I've started to use that one a little bit, to be fair. This one we do use. Chain. Oh, we chain twice. Nice. We'll do that. The final point on that one. Sheathed attack. I have been doing a bit more of it. It's just remembering to use it, to be fair. What do we got here? 3 there. That'll do. I don't really care what I spend the points in, to be honest. I don't think it matters massively. We'll all go to the Animus and just swap that over, though. to Yasuke. Activate Yasuke. Oh, he's already active. Okay, there we go. Already active. Scouts. Where is he? Let's try the middle. No, we've gained another quest though there. What's that one? Iron Hand. Ah, okay, so that's from the Iron Hand missions. Iron Hand is an enigma. We know he's ambitious and ruthless, but little more. His goal is to usurp the Ime clan of Sakai. Seems driven by business. Yeah, even that is open to doubt. Okay, let's just chuck that on and have a look at our objectives, because obviously Iron Hand Guild, we may have just found him. He's known by his allies. There's a dark, we can bring him out using a dark tea ceremony. We've only got one more Iron Hand person to take care of afterwards. He's in Tamra as well. Maybe we do the Iron Hand Guild as well as the pirates, to be fair. I wasn't meaning to find him, to be honest. I wanted the final pirate as I was after. But okay. Back to him. So, he's not there. It says Northern Coast. We did try this. See, that's in Miyazu Bay, which means the other Iron Hand guy's over here. I'm just going to scout it. Yeah, look. Okay. We're going to have a few... Gather intel from... So that's... The Iron Hand, the other Iron Hand target is there. Because we can gather intel to decide if we're going to kill him or not. So we know where the final two Iron Hand members are now. We're still missing this pirate though. We've got him. He is there. Once a renowned pirate, he has since deserted the Pirate Alliance. Okay. As far as I'm aware, he's still part of the Pirate Alliance. We now have a location though. And that's where we need to be going. Is there an easy way other than running cross country? I suppose we follow the path. Hopefully then we get a fast travel point in the town here. I'm guessing there's going to be a town. And then head that way from there, I think. That seems to be the best option. We still need to be able to move around a bit quicker than we can at the minute. But the plan was take down the final pirate member, and then we go and do Yasuke's backstory in Key, sorry. But if we know where the both Iron Hand members are, we may as well do those while we're here. Greenfield Kakariga discovered. So does that count as a town? Ah, we've got a building here. There we go. We can buy a hamlet on the green fields, and we can now call home, and it allows us to fast travel. I still think we follow the road. So there's a little building over there. Let's quickly go and have a... Because we've been getting some caves and things recently, rather than houses. We've had the odd cave as a new house. What have we got this time? Is it a proper house? Well, it's a house that's destroyed, but yeah, it's a house. I've seen worse. We might as well chuck the contracts on because we've not been here before, so these are all new contracts. And there'll be these two to find as well. Maps updated. Okay. We'll leave that as is. We've got to... So, I've seen worse, I've seen better. But it gives us a way of fast travelling if we need to. That's the important part. And for those that aren't aware, we don't generally ride a horse unless it's somewhere we've already been. So I think there's too much chance of missing things. It's more so when you hear conversations between villagers, because they then give you hints towards other things. I should have rechecked how the maps... There we go. Oh, so actually we've got even more information, or more things going on here. Gear merchant to find there, and we've got a target to assassinate there as well. And there's a viewpoint. We may regret changing the Yasuke because that viewpoint probably is going to be on top of a big building. That's a castle. That's a castle. So the Iron Hand leader, who doesn't come out for anything, and we need to do a dark tea ceremony, is in there somewhere. By the looks of things. As I said, at the minute, our focus is the pirate. I would like a fast travel point if we can. And maybe a second house to buy here, potentially. Let's have a look. Nothing so far. Right, let's keep a look out in the town. We know there's things here. There's something to my left that's telling us. Big old town. Umbrellas and everything. Okay, we have got a house we can buy here. That's what we wanted. Just means we can get back here fairly quickly when we're in the middle of nowhere. We'll carry on straight down here. There's a gear vendor that's to be found. Somewhere down here. He could have one of the final tea sets we need to hand in.
You honor me with your
We are getting
business.
to that point of final things in terms of some of the collectibles. He doesn't have the tea set, annoyingly. He doesn't have anything of use then. We don't buy gear, we only ever buy tea sets and things like that.
May the winds guide you back to my shop.
Unless you get different stuff, no. Right, well that's him. We know where he is. That's that done. We want to be heading over here. We're trying to get to there. Maybe we can grab a boat and go down the river. We've tried it before and there were no boats with rudders, but hopefully may find one this time. Hopefully. The Iron Hand will come back for. I think there's going to be more missions to do to kind of bring him out anyway. Okay, no boats. Okay, if there's no boats then, we've got to head kind of down that way. Until we can get to him. He's going to be in the middle of nowhere. There's some keys to pick up here. This is the easiest way of finding random things though. And we do have a habit of finding these random things. If we're lucky, there's a path leading to him. And there might be, actually. This is heading in the right direction. At least we'll open up the map. There's some shinobi you're going to attack. Obviously he's quick. It's not as quick as us. They normally hide in bushes and ambush you, but that one decided to be out willingly. There is something down there. Let's have a look. A little village. Is there a boat? There's some more keys over here. At some point we do need to spend these keys. I think the best wait until Yasuke destroys everything. Until max level though, really. Although the level cap, well, I think level cap's currently 60. It will be going up in future updates. According to the roadmap. Is that a boat I can nick there? I'm not sure if I can. Yes, please. I need to borrow your boat.
I have to be somewhere.
Thank you. Take a seat. No, don't take a seat. I honestly thought she was going to sit down. And then instead, no. Don't damage the boat, Yasuke. I thought she'll take a seat. She can have a boat back in a minute. But instead she decided I'm better off jumping off. The water is more for me. Well, this will get us there quicker. Okay. Not too sure if he's in a hideout or what. We're Yasuke. We're not going to do this discreetly. We are just going to walk and destroy everyone. As Yasuke's way. A one-man army. Although we'll try and be discreet with arrows and stuff to start with. Right, it's here somewhere. You're going to tell me he's over there somewhere, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. If we're allowed there, I'll just park up. I think we will be. Because he supposedly deserted the Pirate League.
The priest mentioned the pirate Sen. He should be here.
That blue water. Look at that.
So peaceful.
Colour of that water compared to other places we've been to. That's incredible. Yeah, from what we've discovered though, he's kind of left the Pirate Alliance behind, so we may not end up killing him. It may be we'll let him live.
Priest who visited? I saw some pirates drag him
Have
away.
a listen.
I saw that too. Sen tried to stop them, but the biggest one threatened to burn down our village.
Okay, so the priest was here. The priest we rescued from Kappa was here. Sen tried to stop the pirates taking him. Interestingly. This is why it's important to speak to people, because you can learn more about what's really going on.
Say, don't you think there's something below the water? Near that boat? Is that a fish?
What?
I saw Sen throw something in the water. Could that be...
Sen threw something in the water near the boat. Okay, we need to go and get that. There's also a... There he is, that's Sen. I don't want to kill him if we don't have to. I don't like killing people we don't have to.
I'm so hungry. Let's go ask Sen for more rice. What? But you just ate. Greedy.
Hey, it sounds like Sen has changed his thing.
You're food from Sen, are you? Go away.
It does sound like he's changed. Now he's no longer part of the Pirate Alliance. Right, let's go and find out what he threw in the water for a start. Because we could just walk up and kill him. But if he doesn't need to be killed, then sometimes it's better to give people a second chance. Okay.
These are weapons thrown into the sea.
Why is he throwing his weapons into the sea? It may not give us a choice. It may walk up and it will just be a case of, yeah, brutal assassination. We could kill him, but we'll talk first, and then if he needs be, we'll kill him.
You send the pirate.
I answered to that name once, but now I seek only to protect and to live peacefully.
How does a pirate have a sudden change of heart?
My wife begged me to stop. But
the wife. It's always the wife.
Control.
Behind every good man is an even better woman. And any man that says that's rubbish is wrong.
Now I spend my days feeding the village. Tell me, can someone like me be forgiven?
The villagers appreciate your help. You are doing good work.
He is doing good work.
Thank you. I will continue it. And I hope this note might be of help to you. Okay. Travel safely, stranger.
Well, we're not going to kill him. I think he's doing good work for the fishing village. Crumpled letter. We've got to return to Shido to hand in the quest. That crumpled letter, though, is interesting. I always find it annoying to find these quest items, to be fair, when we're given them. Because they could be anywhere. Crumpled letter, wasn't it? Well, I'm not crumpled just yet. All the random stuff we pick up. That's another letter. That's not the one we want. Crumpled letter. A letter from Samamaru to Sen, speaking of their past, their bond, and a plea for Sen's help with diving in a cave. This letter is creased, having been crumpled open and reread many times. So there is a cave out there that we need to get into then, by the sounds of things, that has something inside it. Because all the pirates talk of it. Well, the ones that were alive and now dead. They all seem to talk about this cave. Before we do that, Pirate Alliance. Where are they? There. Sen has been saved. He's been spared. Once a renowned pirate, he now serves as the protector of Yura Fishing Village. So we need to return to the quest giver, Still think there's something else here, though. I don't know where the cave is. That's the only question. That's the only problem I've got. I don't quite know where it is. Oh, we can buy a house here as well. Let's do that. Can be charged to help, does you know? Oh, I says exactly. Exactly. Okay. Let's quickly make sure if there's anything else to pick up here or see. We have just bought a house. Why are they hurting the person? Yeah, we don't hurt people here, thank you.
You will see another day.
I have nothing to give.
Information's good.
What, is there something I can do in return?
Always information. World rumor, thank you.
If you have heard any valuable rumors, I would like to know.
Especially about a cave. Because I've got no clue where we're heading for that one. Hey, if they didn't beat up these people, we wouldn't have to help. Right, there is something in the water here to go and grab. Oh, I think it's the other side, to be fair. What's that? There we go. Right, I think that is everything here, unless there's any other bits. I will say this is a lovely fishing village. If I was going to retire to a fishing village, I think this would be it. Once I finish my pirate job. But that is a lovely fishing village. Let's go and hand in the Pirate Alliance mission quest line. That is done. Yasuke and Noe tracked down a group of smugglers trading stolen silver. So they gave us a world rumor of silver smugglers. So many quests that we've still got so much to do. Right, we are going to head to there to go and hand this mission quest line in. We're going to return to Shido. Closest reference point we've got is probably not the viewpoint. It's probably there, and then we can ride a horse to where he is. I don't think there's a quicker way. So we'll fast travel to there. We'll travel and hand this mission line in. And then the plan was, I want to explore Tamba, but I think we need to do the backstory element so we can continue the main story. I don't want to do the main story elements. We've got 2 people of the Shinbaku we have to kill until we've learned more about the backstory, especially of Yasuke. So I think we go and explore that today. We're just going to head to Key for that. Any of these that need putting on? Yeah, both of those. New things on the map now. Right. Yeah, there we go. New things in my castle. There's always new things. One day we'll go and speak to someone from World Room, or go and grab something like that, and there won't be anything new to add. That's when we know we're nearly done. And if you listen to my channel update earlier on today, the plan is to try and get this finished before the 20th of May so we can begin Roadcraft on release. That is the plan. If we can do that, we'll see. I'm hoping we can. Obviously, we lose out on Monday because Monday's a bank holiday. This is going to be the problem, is the bank holidays. But yeah, 5 streams a week, we should get it done, hopefully. Okay, I don't want to ride a horse while we're in the town. I think we're out of the town now, though. And we don't ride a horse very often either. Why is it so slow? There we go. Are we going the wrong way? Oh no, he's through the he's through the temple. I can't ride a horse through a temple. No matter how much I know you can, I can't. There's certain things that you just can't do, although the game allows you to. That was one of the things the Japanese were upset about, was the fact you can destroy shrines. Which I can understand they're not liking that side of the game. That ability to destroy is there, but doesn't mean everyone's going to. That's the thing. Well, I wonder if he will know where the cave is once we hand this in. Because this cave could become quite frustrating. Although hopefully a world rumour may give it to us one time, hopefully. Right, let's return to Shido, tell him the Pirate Alliance is no more.
Ah, have you had any progress? Or perhaps you're here to finally get to know the Biwa.
I believe this Biwa belongs to you.
This Takeda Motoaki, my student, he's gone?
Yes, he is. He was never working with the pirates. He had a list and was planning against them. He only wanted what was best for Wakasa.
That fool of a boy. Thank you for telling me. How are you faring against the pirates?
They're dealt with.
The pirates in Wakasa are no more.
You did it. The shores are safe once again, thanks to you. If only my best student was here to see this. I found this key in Motoake's Biwa. Maybe you know what it is for.
Could this be a clue to the treasure the pirates are looking for?
Ah. Okay, Shido is now a scout. I wasn't expecting him to become a scout. We've now gained a key, which could be a clue to where the pirates' treasure is that they were talking about. We were just given something there as well. Void, a poem by Takeda Motoaki. A poem by Takeda Motoaki, deciphered by the Beware Master. Ah, it points to treasure hidden within Koromadako Cave near the west of the Shattered Coast, where the bay meets the sea. Is that the cave then that we've all been talking about? Koromadako Cave near the west of the Shattered Coast, where the bay meets the sea. I don't know how easy it's going to be to find. Let me just take a... If I do this occasionally, take a picture of what it says on screen, and then I'll just keep referring back to it. Makes life a little bit easier. Okay, let's have a look if we can find where that is. So, Koromadako Cave, west of the Shattered Coast. Shattered Coast is over here. Near the west of the Shattered Coast, where the bay meets the sea. This is all Shattered Coast here. That would be around here then, wouldn't it? My thinking would be it'd be somewhere around there, because that's where it meets the sea, in that kind of area. If that's the west of the Shattered Coast. There is a way of checking. I might be able to send a scout to find out for us if I pick a random mission. Let's do Yasuke just for a second. I think if we can, we want to head there first, just because we can. Now, we go to our marker is over here. And do... Oh, I can't, it won't let me scout. Wrong mission to pick up on. All the missions I could have picked. I just want one mission. Right. That's that one. Okay, now we can scout. Because it will show up things that are there in the local vicinity, even if it's not what you're after. Didn't show anything up. I think we've got to go there and just see. It makes sense. Then it's somewhere around there. While it's in my head and while we know roughly where it is, I think we've got to do it because we'll forget otherwise. So we'll hold off heading to Key for the minute. Why have I gained something in Teppo? Ah, we gained a skill that wasn't unlocked. So quick aim is now unlocked in Teppo to be upgraded to. That was locked behind the story mission, essentially. Right, we do need to give it a save. And then head to see if we can find this cave. They need explosives, so I think Yasuke is probably the person to head there. 76 hours and 18 minutes in as it stands. Right, we're going to head... Sheeda's joined us as a scout for those that didn't notice as well. Our nearest port of call to get there probably is the fishing village. Because then we could take a boat and look for the bay that way. I think we'd do that. I'm hoping they've got some boats for us. I don't think we would have found this cave naturally either. I like the fact that there are clues to it, but you just don't really know where it is. This is this is our house that we bought in the fishing village. I'd say it's missing a few things like a roof. I've noticed that more and more. We are getting more and more places like this that aren't fully houses. Okay, we've got main story. We've got the main mission for Yasuke is on there. Right, we need a boat essentially. Fishing village is this way. I'm hoping to borrow one, and then we can hopefully find this cave. Some boats we can use, some boats we can't. And well, it looks like I can't use any of these boats. Ah, we can use that one there, I think. Let's use this one. This one looks like it's seen better days, to be fair, but there we go. Right, let's go and find the treasure the pirates were hiding. I'm hoping it's worth it. We're going to get there and find it wasn't worth all this hassle to find. That's the thing. So, we're roughly in the right place. Shattered Coast, and it's where the bay meets the sea. Is what the clue is. Don't want to go too far out to sea. Get a bit rough out there. So and we know it's a cave which was a blocked doorway because the pirates were on about having to get explosives to get inside. So we're going to keep an eye out for that as well. Okay, so where the bay meets the sea, this is Shattered Coast. No, don't beach it there. Not finished with the boat yet. So this is where the bay meets the sea. Where's the cave? That's the question. Although, I wouldn't call this a bay either, though, to be fair. Let's have a look what else there is. There's got to be something that points to it, surely. Because I'm too busy trying to observe, that's why we keep crashing. No other reason. Okay, that was more like a little bay there. Is there anything cave-like?
This is where the Biwa Masters.
Ah, there we go. So even Yasuke's mentioned it. We've found the beginning of the cave at the very least. Let's go and see what's inside. So I'm hoping... So there's treasure up there. That's on top of the waterfall though, by the looks of things. I can hear someone.
You're here. Master instructed me to dig and only leave when you arrive. Now I'm free.
To dig and only... Okay. So he's got us into the cave then. Whereas the pirates were saying they need explosives. This is the cave. Okay. I think we're swimming. Where are we going? Okay, the other side. I I see. I was a bit confused there about where we're heading. There's our treasure. Hopefully this was worth it. I'm hoping it's something really good. Let's find out. Fusion's Tempest, legendary amulet for Yasuke. When I say worth it, I'm not sure that counts. It's better than the one we're using. Obviously, it's 3 levels higher. 10% damage per alerted province. Wow. Well, it's better, so we'll use it. But yeah. Hoping for better? You're going to tell me that's it? After all that... that is it. Okay. We do need to try and climb the waterfall. There is also something in the waterfall as well. I don't think there's anything else down here, is there? No. But yeah, there's something at the top of the waterfall. But at least we didn't have to find a way in. We got that done for us at least. Like, I don't think Yasuke can climb the waterfall, can he? Oh, come on, Yasuke. I don't want to have to swap to Noe just to climb a waterfall. I'm going to have to, aren't I? Right, we're going to have to swap to Noe just to climb a waterfall, I think. I can't leave a treasure there, not knowing what it is, of course. But yeah, Yasuke can't climb. So we'll change character and then we'll head to Key. We do want to do some of Yasuke's backstory today if we can. So we'll try and do that next. At least you found the cave. It's something else done. And as I say, if we hadn't done it now, I would have forgotten all about it. And we would never find it. Because I don't read reviews or check or read anything about a game we're currently playing. Or watch anything either in that aspect. I bet there's loads of things we don't know about that are in the game so far. You know, all the little Easter eggs and things. That's the downside to doing things my way and not actually reading things until we're done. Like these legendary animals, I've got no clue where we're finding them. At some point we've got to try and hunt them down. Okay, Noe can't climb up the waterfall either then. Come on, Noe, climb up. Why can't... Okay. I need to find a different way up. We swapped because we thought Noe would be able to climb straight up there. But no, that's not the case. What about over there? That's as high as you want to go. It's as high as you want to go. Oh, come on, I just want a chest on the waterfall. It's a bit too much to ask. I thought maybe we can climb the smaller waterfall and that will give us a way up to a degree. I don't want a back jump. Right, there we go. That's all we wanted, was a way up to a point that we can then run across the other waterfall and grab what's there. It has to be marked with yellow. What does the gold? Do you mean? Oh no, you mean the climbing? No, in this. Sometimes there's a white marker on a wall, and that's just below a climbing point. But other than that, there is no indication. There we go. It's not even a decent chest, to be fair. It's raised rocks and outdoor cosmetic for our hideout. When you go to all that effort just for a chest, that isn't worth it. Right. We need to swap to Yasuke. We're going to try and do some more of his backstory than now. I know there's missions everywhere. In Key, we haven't really been to Key, so we need to find a way to get down to where he needs to go. As you can see, we're going to go a long way. We need to be heading there to meet a Ronin. So our best port of call then is probably the lookout there. Or is it? That's a temple. We can come down from there and head through the mountain and come down this way. Kind of makes the most sense. Right, let's fast travel as Yasuke. So hopefully we do a bit more. You thought the path. Yeah, no, as I say, sometimes there's white on the wall underneath where you can climb. But other than that, generally there isn't always any indication. They tried to make it look more natural. That was the big thing. I do love his scream.
Next time will be better.
But yeah, I like the fact they tried to make it more natural, but it can be a bit frustrating. I know it's one of the bugbears people have, is the climbing element, which is why they're adding in more parkour things, jumping to the side and back jumps and stuff like that, back ejects. A lot of that is going to be added in due course, from what was said yesterday. Right, we want to follow this path down this way, really. Not going up where that's going now, though. Is that twisting round? Yeah, we need to follow it this way. Because we've not been here, we won't ride a horse, just in case we come across things to look at and deal with. There's always a chance. We've not found any animals to draw in ages. There's always a chance we find something like that on our travels, or people to help. There's always something that comes up. But yeah, the focus is going to be Yasuke's backstory. I don't want to finish the main story until his backstory is kind of done. Right, we've got... What's that? There's a fire there. There is gold nearby. It's down below, though. What is it down below? Oh, hang on. What's that? Oh, it's a shinobi. I didn't see the shinobi there waiting to ambush us. I was just looking at the gold and not realising shinobi hidden. Right, where was the gold now? There. I saw the brutal assassination come up and still didn't click, but actually being attacked. Right. I'm going to try and stay on the road where possible, I think. So we're travelling to see a Ronin, as we're trying to find... There's a reason for this, isn't there? Let me just remind ourselves why. Oh, we're looking for the Templars. So we found that the Templars are here training recruits. So we're looking for a sword master training fighters for Nuna Kano. And we think there's a Ronin that may be under his employ that can give us some information. Essentially. That's what Yasuke's after. Because it turns out the Templars have something to do with Yasuke's past. And what happened to him as a child. Essentially how he was brought into slavery, I would assume. Whilst we're in here as well, Pathfinder trophy achieved. I'm assuming that's for finding every province. This is Key's the final one to step foot in. Whilst we're in Key, although it's over the other side, we need to go and see Jinjuro. And also Noe's Hidden Blade questline over there as well. So what I noticed as well yesterday, day before, when we first started this backstory for Yasuke and we learned a bit more about his past and killed one of the people that brought him over. We actually got a trophy for completing Act 2. So I think the acts and stuff are all linked to the backstories of Yasuke and Noe, more so than maybe the Shinbaku. I still think the Shinbaku are important main story-wise, but I think the backstories are also quite important. And there is also, from this update yesterday's roadmap, we're also having a new mission added in the next week or two as well. The free DLC for anyone that pre-ordered the game is out in a few months' time. Right, we've just happened upon a temple here. We've got to find 5 lost pages. 5 lost pages. We've also got the Hunters. I don't know who they are. That's something new. The Hunters of Kayano. Well, might as well have a look at that as we're passing. That's a different quest to have a look at. We'll quickly swap to Noe for this, because this is a pain in the butt to try and do when you've got to try and get high for Yasuke. So there's no point trying to make him do it. It becomes annoying. It's easier if we use a character that we know can do it. That's the thing. So we'll swap to Noe so we can climb around a bit better. Okay, we get viewpoint first, and then don't do that. Don't want to find anyone. Viewpoint is here, so we'll go up here first. Hence, you wouldn't be able to do any of that with Yasuke. It will take forever to get up here. And then once we've done viewpoint, we'll look for these 5 lost pages. There should be loads of things show up on the map here, because we haven't really been to Key before. So lots should show up. Okay, there's more than just a temple here then. There's a whole town here. So although we are focusing on Yasuke's backstory, which we're heading over there for, there are going to be missions on the way and things we want to look at. So just because we're heading there, we won't ignore things. The Hunter's mission looks interesting, depending obviously on what it requires us to do. Whole new area though. Yasuke's mission looks miles away as well, where we are now. And there we go, map has been updated. Okay, 5 lost pages. Let's drop down first. One is over there. That's going to be about the temple itself, I would assume. One's over there. Just making sure it's not where we are now, essentially. There's one on that roof over there, though. My main concern was there was one on here that we'd miss. But there isn't. Okay. Actually. I have to roll to not take damage.
My father admired the Negoroshu. They inspire all who resist the daimyo.
Ah. So they inspire all that resist the daimyo. Interesting. It's always nice when they give you snippets of information based on themselves. Right, lost page. Where are you? Where's the next one? It's gold there. There's someone who will attack us there. I know we can. That tree lets you go up it, but I can't see a lost page there. We're not close enough for the others to show up, I don't think. There's one there. Number 2. And this will give us information about this place. There we go. Nigoroshi. Let's have a look at this. Nigoroshi, a temple established by followers of the Shingon school of Buddhism, was founded in 1140 on Mount Nigoro In 1290, the temple was relocated. How would you relocate a temple? The temple was relocated to a mountain overlooking the Key River but kept its original name. In the early 16th century, a class of warrior monks known as the Nigoro Shu, or people of Nigoro, established their headquarters at Nigoro-ji, with additional forces at Chishaku-in, an annexed temple. They were an impressive military force with blacksmiths able to produce high-quality muskets as early as the 1550s. By the 1570s, they were reported to have 3,000 musketeers, at a time when Nobunaga commanded only 600. The Nigoro Shu were not technically an Ikki, as they were organized around the Shingon temple, with certain characteristics. Like other Ikki of the time, they were self-governing and not subject to the authority of a lord. The Portuguese missionary Louis Foix described them as a republic of monks. In 1585, Hideyoshi attacked and destroyed Nigoro-ji. He could not tolerate the existence of this independent entity that did not recognize his authority. The temple was rebuilt in the early 17th century and became the center of the Shingi school of esoteric Shingon Buddhism. Wow. I'm more interested in the fact they actually moved the temple, to be fair. Relocating a temple is not easy. And Hideyoshi, fearing something they couldn't control, had to destroy it. Interesting about the Portuguese missionary Louis Foix. Now, according to the roadmap that released yesterday, there is going to be some story to do with Louis Foix at some point. And more companions as well. I know I keep mentioning bits of the roadmap, but it's only because it was released yesterday. It's fresh in my head. Right, still got 3 more pages to find. One's over there. Underneath. I'm going to crawl underneath that. I need to find an opening. There we go. This is why you can't use Yasuke for this kind of thing. There's a load of underground gold there by the looks of things. Rain's coming in by the looks of it. For those in the UK, how are you doing today? The weather, it's meant to be the hottest May on record in the UK today. Hottest day on record. They don't say on record, they say since records began. Because records haven't been around very long. So yeah, hottest day on since records began. The hottest 1st of May, essentially, since records began. Is that the same part of the temple over there? I'm assuming it's part of the same thing. Let's see if it takes us out of the temple grounds. Still part of temple grounds. Yep, that's part of it. I wasn't expecting there to be something there, to be fair. A lot further away than I expected. So, we're missing one. There it is. So this is a different part of the temple that we haven't seen yet. Hang on. I can just put the candle out. There's no point her praying because we're going to talk to Yasuke shortly anyway. I want to be dropping in over there. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to swing when climbing, but I couldn't get it to do it, because you couldn't do it. Lost pages done. That is another knowledge point done as well. If we can catch up for a second, we'll add that to our list of things that's done. Knowledge points, we're not... I don't know how far off we are, actually, to be fair on those. What are we on? 14 more to upgrade to rank 7, which will be the hidden skills. When did we gain a new weapon for Yasuke? For Noe. We got a new katana. Oh, it was Seafarer's chains, weren't it? That was it. Couldn't think why we had something there. Okay. I want to see what the Hunter's mission is. I'm curious to that. We'll swap to Yasuke, and we'll go and see what that is. Just because I'm curious to what it is. It may only start the mission. It may only be the fact that you've got to kill a certain amount of people. Like we get a mission for every region. And a certain type of people are harassing the villagers or whatever. And you have to kill a certain amount to get rewards. That could be what that is. And I probably should have waited to change character until we're already on the floor. And that wasn't too bad. I don't want to bypass too much stuff if we can avoid it. I do want to make sure we're clearing as we go where possible. I was going to say, I didn't think he'd be open like that. What about up here? Right. Right, we're going to find him a way across then. Is that doorway up there? I think it might be. Maybe we should have waited before changing. There we go, doorway in. Oh, hang on. If you hear them say stuff, it generally means there's something to it. Largest wooden pagoda in the lands. I'm assuming that's the viewpoint, to be fair. Because there's normally some reason for them saying something out loud. Okay, I've got a feeling the person I'm going to go and see may be not in the best situation. So much gold down there. Well, I'm assuming we can just walk past. I'm not going to kill him for the sake of killing him. If we wouldn't let us pass, then it'd be a different story. No, we're not allowed in here. Okay, so we're not allowed in there then. Which is what I was suspected to start with. Climb up, Yasuke, climb up. You're going to tell me you can't go any higher than that? Okay. Right, looks like we're going to have to work our way through by the looks of it. So we'll just have to take down everyone that's around to avoid being seen. So it's easier as no way to be able to see where people are, to be fair. Especially at night. Sitting down as well. We've got one silent arrow left, that's the only downside. These ones are the ones that give you a headshot. Kills immediately. That's my last silent arrow. Again, look, not a guaranteed kill. Although, that blows things up. There's an alarm here, we're probably in a bit of trouble. I don't even know who these people are, I don't understand why we're not allowed in. That's a Teppo, that was. That's a Teppo too. Just throw a grenade. Not seen someone use a grenade before. But it looked like he threw a grenade. They are throwing grenades, that is new. Okay. We're kind of forced away, and I don't know what camp this is. It doesn't matter. We've taken care of everyone. Let's grab what we can. A new Teppo, a diligent Teppo of wounding, an epic Teppo for Yasuke. We don't really use Teppo at the minute. Bows are more effective because they're quiet. To be fair. Right, supposedly in here's a load of resources as well. I don't like just taking from these people, but I suppose they're not using it. What else have we got? There's more soldiers there. We don't really need to get in all that at the minute. We just want to keep making progress forwards. Okay, these people are going to go and meet Monk's quarters. Wonder what they want from us. Okay, this is the person at the temple. Let's speak to him, see what he wants from us.
A samurai. Friend or foe?
Friend. I am Yasuke of the Kakushiba Iki.
Ah, I believe you are acquainted with the abbot of the Iko Iki, Kyonyo. I am his father, Kenyo, though he and I have been on different paths for some time now.
Since you signed the peace treaty with Lord Nobunaga, a peace Kyonyo could not agree to.
While my desire for peace brought many together, it caused division between Kyonyo and me. It cost us our bond, and now it may cost Kyonyo his life.
Kyonyo is in danger?
I am told he was attacked, ambushed by bounty hunters, under whose orders I am unsure. I had hoped we would reconcile, but now...
I know the pain of things left unsaid between a parent and a child. All too well. What can you tell me of these bounty hunters?
This is all I know.
This will help. I will deal with these hunters.
I think we're taking down some bounty hunters.
Kyonyo will be safe. And if I may...
Please.
Once this is over, speak with your son. Or it will haunt you. Trust me on this.
So it sounds like Yasuke didn't have a chance to say something to his parents before whatever him being taken away, essentially. Oh, it's a whole new quest line. Hang on a second. So, people of Ki, we've got Kenyo. He's a former abbot of Honganji and a strange father of Kyonyo. Assassinate the bounty hunters, and now bounty hunters are a new group down here. We've got the ambusher. And we just got to reach a place where the Iki were ambushed. For that mission there. Okay, something we'll do at some point. But we're trying to get to there, ideally. Okay, we can potentially leave here now. Try and get to the path down here. And then cut across here. Where are we looking now? There's a window I think we can get out of. Or doorway. Do not want to follow the path that goes round because that'll take us back. Okay. Yeah, so we should be able to get, there's a pathway here, so we should be able to get out of here. Well, any trouble it would seem. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
You seem excited.
Okay, the wall off in Teppo was open with some arrows, to be fair. Right, just like out in the big wide world. Let's see, we want to be going left, really, and heading across this bridge over here, I think. So any path that goes left is ideal. Don't want to regret not staying on the path, aren't I, here? I've gone too far, that's why. Oh, sorry, I found the path again. That's a bridge we're crossing, that's a big old bridge. We can't not do it, can we really? But bridge, come on. Trying to get to the bridge is a nightmare. It's because I've gone off the. If I'd stayed on the path, it wouldn't be. Getting back on the path isn't simple. There we go. Some reason discovered Kinockawa Valley. So I'm trying to keep drinking Lucozade to keep me awake. Okay. Follow the path. There is a question mark there, so it could be something to look at there. It looks like a war-torn lands, doesn't it? Banners everywhere. Shinobi hidden around over there, waiting for an ambush. This is just Yasuke's normal daily workout, isn't it, really? Right, what do we got here? Right, these two are harassing this man here, so let's go and deal with them.
That is not appreciated.
I think the person that's been held captive just stands there and watches you really destroy and chop their heads off. And goes, thank you, what do you like? As if nothing's happened.
No longer rule this place.
I am grateful. How can I thank you?
Always a world dreamer, please.
I would like to know more about this place.
So map's updated. A rumour about things are uneasy in Gobo village as an imminent attack slowly creeps towards its borders. Wow, okay. That's quite an interesting world rumour. Right, we carry on our way. Question mark coming up on our right hand side. I've gone off the beaten track again, haven't I? No, we're okay actually. So I can see the... I can't see, I can see the group. Right, where are we? Ah, there's a building for us to buy here. So we'll do that. That gives us fast travel point. And there's a question mark dead ahead as well. Just on in. Lost pages again. Okay, well there's purple there. if we can learn something new. Let's have a look. Something in there. Sorry, I am being affected by drowsiness a little bit. I'm trying to hold it together. Got a note here. The Winter Raiders defend the local pilgrims. Situation in eastern Kamano Sanzan remains critical. Spies confirm that the Winter Raider known as Hayate has intensified his attacks on pilgrims in winter. His ambushers operate in highly mobile units to target Taisha entrances. Okay, and that's given us a new objective on the objective board as well. Another group of people to take down. The Winter Raiders. Pretty sure they've got a season or two before we change to winter, to be fair. Okay. We've got 2 lost pages to do here. We might as well try and do those while we're here. And then we still need to keep heading down this way. How are we doing for time? We've got an hour and a half. Plenty of time. What's that there? Rations. Anything in there? No. And now I've got a feeling we're not allowed in the temple. Where are we? We seem to be allowed in. Okay, can you X-ray eyes find anything? No way. Will this board ever stop growing? I know. It's constantly, isn't it? This might be the easiest lost pages we've ever done as Yasuke. None of them were up high, luckily for us. There we go. Just on incomplete. And that's another knowledge point gained. Okay. We want to make sure we're heading this way. I'm just going to put a marker. Because I know what I'm like. I won't head that way if I'm not careful. That way it is. So I'll try and stay on the beaten tracks just because it's so much easier to navigate. Alright, facing the wrong way at the minute, aren't we? We're that way. No, this is like a proper labyrinth, but it's all underneath the tree canopy. Okay, we're aiming to get down to this road here, essentially. So I may have gone wrong by coming through the trees, to be fair. It's so easy to go off the beaten track. That was a shinobi attacking. I find it so hard to navigate at night in this sometimes. We kind of need to turn around and head that way-ish. Right. Okay, there should be a pathway coming up ahead of us here. Not that we're going to be able to see it the way it's going. I wouldn't think Yasuke would be any good at climbing trees, but actually, he wasn't. Yeah, the night cycles on this, they're not massively long, but it can be annoying when you're in the middle of trying to do something and you can't see anywhere. Right. This way. Keep going off the beaten track, I just can't see the track. If we head to the right here and head down. There's a track there. So much easier following the track than it is trying to make your way through the jungle. Right. Still trying. There's another rocky area here. We're trying to get this roadway here, I think. Right, there's the path. No, that wasn't. I'm still miles away from the path I was trying to get to. Well, he's saying that I'm on a path, but it's not showing up on the map that I'm on a path, strangely. It's like, what was the other game we did where you had all these unknown kind of people and you gain quests on just by saying hello to them? There was another game we did recently, but that was a big thing. This seems very similar in that vein. Okay, I don't want to sound lost. I think I am kind of lost. Still trying to get to that road. That road is very difficult to get hold of. We're probably going to reach this first, actually, which is where there's an ambush site for us to investigate. But I'll mark it down as that's the nearest thing to us now. This should tell us exactly what happened here as well. Right. Ambush site is just ahead of us now. That's our next port of call then. I thought Lucas would help me stay awake, but it's not. There's road in here as well.
Bodies. Monks and bandits. Could Kyonyo have been captured? There's no way to be sure.
Oh, there's a quest
This
item.
confirms a plot to kill Kyonyo. The attackers will regroup after at Yunomine Onsen.
Okay, so we know where they're going to meet up afterwards, essentially. Right, now we can head across to our mission here. We did gain... Hang on a second, objective there. What's changed there? No one else should have changed, I don't think. Ah, hunters. That's everything we already knew, wasn't it? So nothing changed there. We did gain a letter, though. What weapon did we gain? Oh, level 49 Teppo. I'll wait for that one. Again, we gained a letter that said about meeting up here. I wish there was an easier way of doing this, to be fair. I don't know. Actually, try something here. Where is it? There should be... I know what I'm looking for and I can't find it. Oh, it's down in the bag. There we go. That's what I'm after. So we gain a request item to do with the Ronin and them after our friend. Come to Unimine. I'm forever grateful to you, Inamura, the rest of your men. After you finish with that Iki leader you've been tracking for so long, come to Unimine. You'll be my guest there. So the people plotted to take down our friend will be at mine, basically a party. I say party. I'm going to say someday because we don't know when we'll actually ever go there. It might happen upon accidentally, to be fair. Okay, I'm going completely off track here, aren't I? No, actually, no, we're not. We just want to head straight, essentially. Better put the mission back on so we can actually see where it is. It would help on that. There we go. I wonder how he's going to be when he reaches his ex. I know we've seen her in the story previously. I think this will be a bit different. There's a viewpoint there to have a look at as well. Alright, viewpoint is there. Kind of gone the wrong way to get to it though. Right, viewpoint is there. We are just below it by the looks of things. So, I think there's something else below it as well. Ah, I think it's something to read, potentially. There is a chance we get here and we have to stop to Noe because This looks to be a Noe one, to be fair. In fact, I don't see how we get in up with Yasuke. Oh, it's a doorway. Still gotta get up there, don't we, to clear up the point, but I can't get an easy way up. I think maybe a swap to no way, I think, to get up there. There's a climb point here, that's now white there, it says there is somewhere to climb, but the Yasuke can reach it. I wasn't expecting to reach that, to be fair. Come on, Yasuke, new Superman, or Spider-Man I should say. Rock Row Outdoor Cosmetic Set. There's also a storyline issue about. It is the Key Province. And learn more about the province we're in. Okay, the province of Key occupied the south of the Key Peninsula, current departments of Wakayama and part of Mii. From ancient times, this mountainous province emerged a place of legends, transmitted through ancient chronicles. In the Heian period, many Buddhist monasteries were established in on the regions, such as the I'm going completely wrong there. From ancient times, the mountainous province emerged. In the Heian period, many Buddhist monasteries were established in the region, such as Kongabuji on Mount Koyo, the headquarters of the Shingon School, Kogawara-dera, and later Nigoro-ji. The Kamano Shrine, which was and still is one of the core of the most famous shrines in the country. And that's also in Key. I'm really struggling to read this, I don't know why. The pilgrim to Kamano was one of the most frequent in the Middle Ages, and several emperors travelled there from the capital through the mountains of the Key Peninsula. At the end of the 14th century, the province was the scene of a succession conflict within the Yamana family. This forced the shogunate to intervene militarily in 1394. Key eventually came under the direction of the Hatakeyama. However, in the 16th century, part of the territory fell aside. What does it say? I don't know why I'm really struggling to read it. I don't normally have an issue with these. Where am I going? However, in the 16th century, part of the territory fell outside the control of the great feudal lords with the establishment of autonomous organisations, such as the Seikashu in the region of the Wakayama estuary, or the independent Nao tribe. I'm saying that wrong. It's because the drowsiness is affecting what I'm seeing. Region of the estuary, or the independent warrior monks of Nigoro-ji, Hideyoshi attacked and destroyed these organisations in a military campaign in 1585. The province was then entrusted to his younger brother Hidinaga, who already held Yamato. After the siege of Osaka Castle from 1614 to 15, the province was entrusted to the son of Takagawa Ieyasu, founder of the key branch of the Tokugawa. I really struggled to read that. I do not know why. Apologies for that. That was horrendous. I don't normally have that kind of issue reading things. Why is there a dead person here? It didn't... Hang on, why is that not auto-observing? Why is it not cleared it? Oh, there we go. For some reason it didn't do it immediately. Yeah, this is me currently battling the drowsiness, trying to stop it, making me go to sleep. And I've had slips. You may have noticed I've had slips by what I've been saying. But it's a hard battle to then get your body to say, okay, stay awake. Right, there's something to pick up down here. I think they're keys. We were meant to look around there, but I didn't. I don't know what happens if you don't look around. Do things still show up on the map, I wonder? What's this? Oh, this is actually something else to read. This will be interesting then. I thought that was something to pick up to collect like keys or something. It wasn't. Okay. Yamabushi and Shugendo. Ooh. Okay. Shugendo, or the way of experience through practice, is one of the forms of mountain worship that has existed in Japan since at least the end of the 17th century. Practitioners, or Yamabushi, those who prostrate themselves in the mountains, retreat there, develop spiritual powers and magical practices. They practice strict asceticism, including the waterfall asceticism, which involves praying half naked under a waterfall to purify yourself in order to be metaphorically reborn. I've seen that actually be done. Dying consisted of leaving one's former life behind and giving oneself over to those ascetic practices. The deep connection to mountains was born out of these profound mystical and physical experiences. Shugendo was practiced only by men, as women were not allowed access to the mountains in ancient Japan. How do you stop a woman going to a mountain? How do you stop her? That's ridiculous. The Yamabushi would go deep in the forest that cover most of the mountains, armed with their gnarled sticks, using their conch shells like mournful trumpets to signal their presence to those near and far. Peasants in the surrounding valleys believed their practices, especially asceticism and fasting, gave the Yamabushi special powers and set them apart from common people. Villagers considered them healers, and they would perform exorcism rituals and proprietary prayers. They were also feared since their strange practices took the form of magic. Despite their venerated success, very few of them were able to read or write. The knowledge of the rituals and practice came entirely through the observation and instruction. I didn't know women weren't allowed in the mountains back then, though. That's a weird one. Right, are we getting closer? Ish. Just need my eyes to stay open. Okay. So there's a pathway here. I don't really want to follow that pathway, do we? There's a question mark there as well. What is that? That's directly behind us. Did we miss that one up there then? We must have done. That's a shrine, I would assume. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if that's one of the things for food. That wasn't food, was it? Told you, whenever I'm this drowsy state, I will see things aren't real and hear things aren't real. It's weird. That was a shrine, though. We know what that is now. That is clear. Don't think we can pray to gain any bonuses from it. It doesn't really give us visibility. I was hoping it'd give us a bit more visible line of sight to where we're going, but it doesn't really. We're all this way, and it's a 5-minute quest with Yasuke and his backstory. After coming all this way, that would not be fun. Right. Okay, we're actually nearly there, to be fair. So this is a village we're heading to, where Ronin tend to be around, and we need to speak to the Ronin to learn more about. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's a big jump. I was only trying to jump past the tree. We need to speak to the Ronin to learn about the lamb. So what are we doing? Hang on, bear with me a second. We need to speak to the Ronin to see if they know where this person is teaching other people, essentially, for the Templars. Oh, this is not fun. It's so difficult to keep my mind in one straight line. Right, so this should be a village, is what we should be coming upon in a second. Which means no more trying to get through the bush or the mountains. Should be a village.
According to Louis Froy's, the hunt for Kimura K starts here. I need to find his hidden training grounds.
There we go. So we need to find some Ronin, see what they know, and see if we can find his hidden trading grounds. One thing while we're here, there isn't. I was going to see if there's a viewpoint or somewhere else to buy, but I don't know there is. One thing I'm not sure is if we're actually strong enough to complete this now. Because if it's in there, we're not allowed in there, are we? There we are. Right, I suppose there's a Ronin in here to talk to. That's next door. I'll bang on the door. I swear there was something in that. Right, anyway. We got a vendor here.
Welcome, young warrior.
Okay, nothing of any use then. I was hoping for T-set. How bad is what I'm saying compared to what we're doing, Crazy Irishman? Because I know I'm saying random things. Okay, what's this? There's a guy with a hood on playing a musical instrument. Shakuhachi. The shakuhachi is a bamboo flute with 5 finger holes, 4 in the front and 1 in the back, tuned to a minor pentatonic scale. The instrument came from China via Korea in antiquity. As such, it shares the physical characteristics of similar wind instruments in many Asian cultures. Originally used in the performance of music for the imperial court, the shakuhachi was adopted as an instrument of meditation during the 13th century, particularly within the flute sect of Japanese Zen Buddhism. The music produced by the shakuhachi is described as intensely evocative and with a timbre that invites the listener to communicate with nature or embark in a journey. The monks of the flutes. Okay, so that's the thing, I keep losing my place, which doesn't help. The monks of the flute sect eventually abandoned the traditional lotus-style seated position during meditation, began to wander while playing the flute. They also wore straw baskets as hats with small openings, allowed them to see while hiding their features. These monks, called the Kamoso, thought to be strange and odd-looking by the general population. The shakuhachi's close association with meditation and Zen Buddhism led to the common perception of the shakuhachi as a religious instrument. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm struggling. It's hitting early today. Last time it was around 3 o'clock. Today's a bit earlier. That's why I'm struggling to read things like that, though, to be fair. Well, we can buy a house here, so we'll do that. Because we've got to be done by May. We can't lose streaming time just because I'm falling asleep. Right, lots of stuff in there, but obviously we're not allowed in there. That's fine. Where is... potentially Ronin over here. That's who we need to go and see.
Perhaps I will find answers in there. Sake has a habit of loosening tongues.
I don't know. Like I say, it's a bit up in the air at the minute.
A warrior of the Order clan.
Arrive here, day by day.
Someone is gathering them.
Our peace?
Okay, we gotta talk to this guy. Let's talk to this guy.
Judging by your attire, you once served the Order clan.
As did you. Yasuke is
He knows who we are.
No introduction, even if you were to wander these lands naked.
Let's still know who he was if he did that.
Without Lord Nobunaga's intervention, I might well be a distant.
I've been told it might not be the medications causing
say
it.
the same.
But we don't know yet.
I often find myself questioning if I'm truly here.
You stand before me. Is that not proof of life?
I stand. I speak. I breathe. These are functions of the body, not the spirit.
I forge my own path with the hope of bringing a measure of peace. Our Lord may have departed, but his legacy endures.
Lord Hashiba Hideyoshi.
A worthy successor. Or so we must hope.
Indeed. And what brings you here?
I seek the one they call Kimura-kei. Do you know him?
By reputation only. There's a man in his service. Kumabe Ujiie. He recruits Ronin at a cemetery at Koyasan.
What kind of man is he?
Recruits from a cemetery.
Fighter. As is the case with such men. His words shouldn't be trusted, yet might prove useful nevertheless.
Thank you for your help.
Caution, Yasuke. They say Kimura-kei creates a new breed of warrior. Upon his order, these men will attack without hesitation.
Should they do so in my presence, it would be an unfortunate mistake.
Would be a very unfortunate mistake.
What is going on there?
Okay, we need to go and find this person. There is also someone else over here. That guy's complaining.
When my road still breathe.
This recruiter sounds like my best hope of finding Kimura-kei. I must look for him at the cemetery.
I hear talk of a man who
So it's to talk for a second. We can listen to what they're saying.
offers fresh hope to those who want it.
Yeah, so they're the same thing. Burial ground. So, everyone's saying there is someone at a burial ground recruiting people. So, Northern Key. Please tell me we don't have to go all the way back north. Central Koyasan. Koyasan's here. And he recruits in the Okanoin Cemetery. Do you know the annoying thing is? We've been past all this. Oh, he's not there. Okay. Oh, okay. There he is. We've kind of got to go back on ourselves now to get to him. But that's where he's recruiting from. Although saying that, actually, there might be this pathway here out of the village kind of goes towards that way, so there is a potential. There is a way that way to go. But this is all to do with the backstory of Yasuke, so we do need to keep on this. Let's just try and save it for the time being. It's a lot of travelling, and once we're there, not much happens other than a bit of talking, and then next place.
My katana fits my hand perfect, like the moon fits in the night sky.
So it seems we're going to go this way. Okay. Not 100% sure where this path leads to. I think it's going to lead close to where we're going. So if we can, we want to stay on the pathway as long as possible. Otherwise, I would end up getting lost again. Okay. So there's keys here. I didn't see them actually, to be fair. There is a pathway left here. So keys are over here. We're currently facing that. We want to be going the other way, don't we? Oh, there's something here as well. Is there not? Oh, there is. It's over in the corner. There we go. We can pray here and we'll gain a bonus. Critical hit strength is temporarily increased. Well, I'm hoping this pathway, we're going to discover that it's just come round on us. Like they're using the scouts the way we do as well. So what I can tell, we keep following this path for the time being. And you keeping him hostage?
Hand over everything you've got.
Yeah.
Now.
Please, I have nothing of value on me. Only offerings for the shrines.
I am here.
Gotta stop hurting the locals, don't they?
Someone needs to remember them, even in these dark days. But thank you. Perhaps I can do something for you in return.
I am looking for information. Perhaps you can help me.
Is it on the world room again? Ah. Gear merchant down south. Well, we're making progress. We are getting there. It just seems we're going a bit back and forth at the minute for this quest. But we're also opening up the map more as well. That's the other thing. Right. We're nearly there, actually. We're going to come up to some crossroads. Right, how close are we getting? Cemetery is just ahead. If we follow the water, we should arrive at the cemetery. And then we're going to find this person who is recruiting Ronin from the cemetery. I'm assuming we're not going to kill him because we want information. I was also assuming that we're not going to follow him because we're going to stand like a sore thumb as well.
Here it is.
Right, we're here.
Kumabe Uji should be close. I will walk among the Ronin, see if I can find him.
Okay, we'll walk among the Ronin and see if we can find him.
The Oda and Tokugawa clans stood no chance.
They're talking about the fight of Oda. Okay. Who's this guy over here? That's him, isn't it?
I hear there is a man who recruits.
Forgive the intrusion. Do you also pay your respects to a fallen lord?
No, but I offer a new dawn to those who do, like you.
Yasuke.
You know me.
Of course, everyone knows
Who are
Yasuke.
you?
A humble purveyor of hope, Kumabe Ujiie. At your most esteemed service. I serve a most illustrious lord, the legend, Kimura Kei.
I have not heard of him.
He is a seeker of lost souls, men of substance, now adrift, drowning in their shame. He offers the guidance they yearn for.
I am one such seeker of guidance. I would like to meet this Kimura Kei.
Good. Good. Come with me. I will show you the way to enlightenment.
Does he really think he's going to convince Yasuke to join him?
Is Lord Kei here?
You will soon know. Come. We will gather the rest.
So many Ronin join Lord Kei's cause.
Lord Kei does not only welcome former samurai. He accepts all warriors eager to learn, be they Ashigaru or a foreigner.
From whom does your lord take his commands?
There's some southern barbarian he answers to, of fairer complexion than you. But that arrangement is a mere formality. Lord Kei is independent in his efforts.
Why would he ally himself with a foreigner then?
His actions do not always seem agreeable to his allies. But soon, you will witness the success of his methods. He believes in the cause, not its foreign advocates. Here you are.
Well, we're here.
Follow me.
No,
You
more following.
claim Lord Kei plans a coup against his commander. Does he not fear the consequences if his plans go awry?
Lord Kei is a stranger to fear. He once sacrificed the eldest of his two daughters in exchange for victory.
His youngest must worry what will become of her future. As for Lord Kei, he sounds formidable.
Indeed. He possesses an unwavering conviction and a resolute purpose.
And what does he hope to achieve?
Control, order, discipline. Unlike Oda Nobunaga, Lord Kei does not hide what he is. He embraces it. Sorry to keep you waiting. This way.
Okay, Deeds of the Dead is something to read before we carry on. Let's have a look at this and see what this tells us. Deeds of the Dead. The concept of heaven and hell was part of the Buddhist Shinto belief system, popular in feudal Japan. It was believed that every 7th day after death, the deceased would be tested regarding their behaviour while alive. The 7th test on the 49th day would determine whether the person would go to heaven or hell. Families of the deceased would organise Buddhist memorial service every 7th day to coincide with these supposed trials to increase the likelihood of an afterlife in heaven. It is thought that those who accumulate good enough virtue through good deeds in their lifetime, such as reading sutras or with the aid of memorial services, will be reborn in the pure land of bliss beyond the west of the world, ruled by the Buddha Amida Nyare, who was one of the most deeply held Buddhas by the people of the Middle Ages. Nevertheless, it was expected that those who had committed serious sins during their lives would be punished in one of the various hells determined by the sins committed before being reborn into this world as animal or human. Jiz Bodhisatsu, another venerated Buddha, was said to save people from hell's torments. Another popular belief was that Another popular belief was that the Miraku Bodhisatsu would return to this world 5.67 billion years after the death of Buddha Siddhartha Gautama to save the faithful. Mount Koyo was one of 3 locations where Miraku would simultaneously appear to preach. Should that be the case, all those buried in the cemeteries of Mount Koyo had already secured a place to listen to Miraku's sermon on that momentous day. So they celebrated their dead every 7th day until the 49th day to increase their chances of getting into heaven. I like that. Right,
Let us commence.
Let us commence, okay.
I see potential in each of you. The road ahead is challenging, but with hard work, you may one day join the ranks of the Saiseiya. To get to the training ground, head southwest. May your dedication and discipline guide you to greatness.
Perhaps Kimura-Kei can guide me to Nonokaro. He is no better than Duarte.
So I can kill that guy, but there's no point.
Hungry man willing to go to any lengths to expand his influence, no matter the cost.
So we now know a bit more about where we need to head to. Training grounds are our next port of call. And they're down there. We are going everywhere at the minute, aren't we? I suppose the viewpoint there is our safest point, and then across. We're not a million miles away. That's the thing. It's just a case of keep moving to get closer. So we're now heading over here to the training grounds. We think we can finally meet this master we're after. We have a chance to kill the guy who's recruiting, but I don't see the point in doing so. We don't gain anything from doing so. But that's who we're after. We need to get to the training grounds to then deal with him. Yeah, I think our closest point is there. Seasons have changed. I wish I'd checked so we could use the scouts up. I only had one scout left, so it's not the end of the world.
I meant to do that.
I love doing that to him. It's always funny. Right, yeah, if we head this way... Okay, should be able to follow this path a little way, I think. Okay, I think that's where we just took everyone out, wasn't it? There. What am I doing? Yeah, follow this path down here. Should bring us to this main road here, and then we follow the main road to near enough all the way there, I think. Yeah, what you were saying about change medication causing it, the thing is it was happening before we changed medication. The reason we're changing medication is to see if that is the cause. But it happened before we started changing. Right. Yeah, just keep following this road now, down for the minute. We're getting there. I'm assuming the training grounds is going to be a fight. That would be my big guess. But if it's training grounds full of Ronin, that's going to be a lot of Ronin against us. I don't like our odds, if that's the case. We don't really know for sure. Right, come. Losing track of where I was. Okay. There must be a pathway leading to his training ground somewhere as well. So we'll keep an eye on that on the right hand side. Okay. To Navy. Do I want to try and risk it? I was hoping for a pathway up to it, but I'm not seeing anything. Right, we've kind of gone a little bit wrong because of where this took us. We want to be heading up, essentially. That kind of took us down, which we didn't realise at the time. Okay. That's a body there. Well, it doesn't bode well when you see a body down a mountain, does it? Okay.
How did Nunokaro recruit Kumurake? What could the Templars offer that is worth betraying your country?
Well, they've offered him something good if he's going to betray his country, haven't they? Right. Just about there. I have to keep checking this. I don't really know where we are on the map. Because this is all new area to us. I think we found it. All the way up there. So obviously we've got to find a way up now. Hibuso Fudo Temple discovered. Okay, we've got to get up. That's is that where it is? Yeah, it's all up. Can we get up this bit? No. Ah, hang on. Okay. Destroyed village. Yeah, I'm not getting up down way from here. Okay. If we go straight from where we are now, supposedly that'll link round, but it's the getting up is the problem. just can't seem to get up enough to get to where we need to. I'm close there.
Unlike others in the Templar Order, Kimura-Kei is of this land. Perhaps I can talk sense into him.
Okay, so Yasuke thinks he can talk sense to him. I'm not 100% sure he can. But let's go and knock on the front door and see what we can do. I'm ready to enter training. I don't know if we are ready. We'll find out in a second, won't we?
Kumabe Ujiie sent me.
What if we're going to prove ourselves?
Enter and wait for the others. Kimura-Kei will welcome you soon. Master Kei is about to start. Let us go with the others.
Okay.
You are without
Oh, he says assassinate him.
without a lord to serve.
Just assassinate is all it says.
No lands. You are dishonored. You are Ronin. This very moment marks the dawn of your new beginning. You become part of the Templar Order, the sole hope in these troubled times. I am Kimura-Kei. Learn from me. Fine armor like mine is not a gift. You must strive.
Okay, how am I didn't manage to assassinate him yet. Mainly because I couldn't find a way up.
Look who's here. A dead man's pet.
Oh. I think we're fighting because we didn't assassinate. Probably could have pulled the bow out, maybe.
Has led you astray. The path he follows is flawed. If you could only see the dark truth of where it leads.
Now your lesson begins. This man is my enemy. Make him your enemy. Kill him.
Okay, so the Ronin are the ones going to be attacking us. And there's lots of them.
Kill him.
Your leader lies to you.
And Yasuke thought he can convince him to, you know, change his mind. I'm going to change weapons quickly because obviously the Naginata is normally used when you've got loads of people around you. We don't use the Naginata half as much as we should. New anomalies. So I should have, if I got to the guy quicker, we may not have had to fight all these guys. But I didn't get to him in time to assassinate him. I should have just used bow, I suppose. Any more for any more? And that's him, that's the guy we were meant to assassinate. I didn't get to in time. Right, there's less people now. So back to Katana. Is that not him? Okay, I think that's everyone taken care of. Right, we just destroyed everyone in the place. No, he's not dead, is he? I thought he was dead, but he wasn't. He ran away. Okay, so he's run away. I'm going to quickly put Bo back on then, in case we get a chance to use it. New anomalies have just started, hence why that came up as well. So he's ran away. We were meant to assassinate him while he was talking, but I couldn't see a way to get to him. I should have just pulled the bow out and attacked him that way, to be fair. Objective-wise, the thing, we now know who our target is, the Japanese swordmaster, Kimura Kai. Apologies for that. And new anomalies have just started as well. Right, let's see if we can find him. Oh, more enemies. Maybe I took the Naginata off too soon, to be fair. You can see that these people have been recruited from all over the place, hence everyone got different armours on, different colours. It's where they've all been recruited from different places. That was quite a cool move. Hadn't seen him do that before. I don't know how he made. I think that's the upgrade to that move where he did 2 in 1 then. Right, there is some gold over there. Is that someone hiding over there? Rations are full. Okay, there is something over there, but that's not where we're heading though, is it? Well, they're saying that. We need to be heading over there anyway. Although, that's stopping us. I think we're meant to go round this way then, aren't we? I like the fact you can tell that all the people recruited are from all walks of life. That is quite cool. That Ronin was annoying. Oh, we got a new bow. Hang on, let's see if the new bow's any better. Well, I don't like changing weapons normally mid-fight, but let's just have a look. Less damage, more headshot damage. No, we'll leave it as is. More enemies. Oh, that was slow time there, wasn't it?
This bloodshed is needless.
Right, stop you shooting us with your Teppo, shall we? Missed him. That guy's quick, but once you can block him once, and aim for the neck is never too bad. Yeah, I'm thinking long blade back on the way these guys are coming at us. It might be worth it. I thought we may get a chance to get a long shot, but I'm not sure we're going to at this rate, are we? If we get into another group, I'll put it back on again.
I will lend you.
While it's one-on-one, it's not too bad. Okay, I'm guessing Windows. So we slowed down time as well there.
Does not care for you.
Okay. Yeah, I think we changed back to it. A bow's the wrong thing to have on at this point. So Naginata's back. I did call in our Teppo Master as well accidentally, but she's in shooting them as well. I nearly didn't heal there, I just noticed how low our health was then. No! Thought I was dead then for a second. Got to keep an eye on my own health, because you can take damage from the arrows and everything else. You may not notice how low your health is. Right, come on then, with your Teppo. I don't think we fought this many enemies at once before. It's just non-stop. Okay, I think we've killed them all for the minute. Wow. That was a little bit excessive. Right, no, I don't think there's anything to loot on any of them either. That was mad, but they're all dealt with. Right, we'll keep the Naginata on for the minute, because I just don't know what's up next. More enemies. Alright, Teppo, you've got to take the Teppo down. Right, that's them taken down as well. I've got a new helmet out of that, I think.
How many more lives must fall to your cause, Kay?
So while Kay's running and he's sending people to kill us, he's letting people come to slaughter, isn't he? And Yasuke thought he could convince him, but he was in the wrong. I can't run anymore. What? Really? Seisha Ronin, I don't know what these guys are. They must be highly trained. These are highly trained. Well, these are highly trained Ronin, aren't they? He just set us on fire with that gun.
So does experience.
These guys are not easy. And the guns setting you on fire really don't help. Right, one down. I think back to Katana. Two down, one to go. Okay, then that was 3 tough Ronin there. They must be upgraded versions, I think. Thank you for the like, Will. Much appreciated. Oh, so yeah, they weren't recruits. They definitely weren't. But we survived. Come on then, where are you? This legendary swordmaster who won't face Yasuke.
You cannot stop me, Yasuke. You are ignorant of the Templars, of this world.
Spoken by a traitor to his own land.
My land robbed me of purpose. The Templars restored it.
You lead your people into servitude.
This from the fool who followed Nobunaga. He gave you freedom. His death gave you freedom. Now you waste it on childish vendettas.
You refuse to see the true face of Nunokaro and men of his kind.
You know nothing of them.
I know them all too well.
This is how he is treated as a slave.
Monsters! That is who you serve.
Lies!
Okay, we're facing the Blade Master.
Rulers of this land betray us both. They don't deserve loyalty.
Nunokaro is no better.
Trying to stay away from the fire personally. Okay, he's got a double hit. That's a red move followed by a white move. Also, his moves pack damage. Trying to get hits in without taking damage ourselves. It's quite hard. Kick him in the fire, that's not a bad shout.
The fight has only just begun.
Double blades. I've not seen that till now. But yeah, that's not bad. If we can get, once we get the thing up to do it. No, kicking didn't do anything. Didn't move him in the slightest. That did though.
Waste your talent.
That was a better section. I did quite a bit of damage in. Broke his sword. But yeah, trying to kick him, he barely moved. That time he did though. That's a tough fight.
Your cause is my target, Kay, not you. Abandon it and live.
You destroy everything I work for, then demand my surrender.
Broken katana fight now. It's over. We'll say his armor's pretty cool.
You win nothing here, Yasuke. Vengeance will find you.
From Nuno Karo, he is next.
Not him. Others.
Others.
My people.
I will be waiting. Where is Karo?
You will not learn it from me. You have defeated me today. My fine armor is yours to claim.
I like his armor, but I refuse to wear Templar armor.
I sought a better future.
Despite how good it may be.
My dream dies with me. But the fight for what I believe in will endure. Get on with it.
So what does that tell us about Yasuke's past, though? Other than we know the Templars were involved in him being taken as a slave.
Vengeance. I should respect his threats. Stay vigilant. I am no closer to finding Nuno Karo. Still, the Templars have suffered a blow. Kimura K is dead, and the aspiring army lies in ruins. As for Karo, his reckoning will come.
Captain, everything catch up. I think it all has. So, first and foremost, story-wise, if we go back down the Templars down here. Yasuke has defeated Kimura Kai, this Japanese swordmaster swayed by Nuno Karo toward the Templar ways. His training invites him at the hidden location. Kimura Kai was blinded and convinced by Templar ideals to the bitter end. He couldn't be convinced otherwise. Now, Yasuke just still says complete the board, but yet we don't know who anyone else is. Saying that though, there was a letter. We'll look at the armor in a second. So one of the things we picked up right at the end after the fight, there was a letter. A letter from the Silver Queen. There's correspondence between Kimura Kai and the Silver Queen on the matter of supplying her with metal for weaponsmithing. So somewhere or other there is a Silver Queen involved, and we know nothing about. Armor-wise, we get the Templar armor, and I refuse to wear it. We're not putting it on. as it's destroyer samurai armor. It said reduce impact from enemy attacks. It looks okay, but again, I don't care how good it is. We're not wearing Templar armor. In fact, it's good for health, and that's about it. To be fair, the helmet. We did pick up another helmet, but this is that one, the destroyer samurai helmet. The helmet's not too bad. And we also picked up that one, the first mate's mask. Must have thought a pirate. I would have guessed. In terms of what does Yasuke do next, I'm not 100% sure. Because the whole point was to learn more about him and his past. But now we've killed him, we don't know. That's the problem. There's nothing on the board to say where he should go next. Interestingly. So we can't continue his storyline as such for his past until we've done the Templar board. And we can't do that because we don't know who's next. Which is fine. If as long as we're at that point that we can't do anything else, that kind of leaves us in that point. We do have Noe's quest to do, where she still tries to find out more about the Hidden Blade. That's her past we want to look at as well, and that is actually near where we are now, to be fair. So let's reply to my little boy to say he's leaving. I've kind of got through the drowsiness, you may have noticed, and come out the other side of it. If I really push, and it's tiring to try and get through it, but I can actually get through it and not be affected. So apologies for that half an hour, 45 minutes where I was slow my words. It probably wasn't the best. But if we look on the map, we may be able to head towards this next for Noe. So she is, I believe, all the way to the east. Until we know more and learn more about what we need to do for Yasuke. I know, I did. I had to, otherwise I would not have been able to carry on. That's the thing. We're nearly out. We've only got about 5 minutes left, to be fair, for today. We are live again tomorrow morning. But yeah, Yasuke, Noe needs to go over this side to carry on her missions. We have got other missions over here that may actually bring up more about Yasuke's story. There's an imminent attack there. We need to see Jinjiro as well. He wants to talk to Noe. The world out there's another mission over there to do. So I think because we've been Yasuke for quite a while, as was doing his backstory, although we've got to that point where we're kind of stuck with it, I think we should head over here next and see if we can find more clues to Noe. I think that's probably a good shout. I'm guessing before we change character, there's nothing else here to pick up. The burning building is kind of done. There is a way down that way. Is that a route out? No. I think the only route down is actually this way. Let's leave the way it wants us to leave, because you just don't know if something else is going to happen. You know he loves jumping off into things like that.
This is fine.
And then we'll slide down this one. Just making sure we're not missing anything behind us, because this seems to be the route to leave. We may get attacked, or there may be something happen as we leave. That's why I don't want to change character just yet. Oh, more hay bales.
It is harder than it looks.
I love the way he falls down through hay bales. I really do. Okay. I was wondering if something else would happen, but it didn't. So as far as we can tell, we need to head... we should be heading east for Noe then, it would seem. And I suppose we've got to wait until we learn more about Yasuke and what's needed for him next, I suppose. There must be something's going to happen that's going to allow us to carry on Yasuke's bit. Or maybe the main story, the Shinbaku, has to continue before we get any more. There is always that side of things as well. From where we are now, although saying what I just said, there is also this stuff over this way. We'll swap to Noe. We're literally about to be out of time. I think what we do is we switch to Noe now. We've also new outfit, Punisher. So that armor we just gained is a Punisher armor. This heavy armor set turns a samurai to an unstoppable machine of destruction. But instill fear in the hearts of enemies, and none of whom walk away unpunished, if at all. So that's the type of armor we just picked up from him. When you look at commencements on the channel, I've replied to you earlier, Crazy Irishman, did I not? I swear I did. Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe we should go and do these over here first. The Winter Raiders, there's a gear vendor. And Junjiro as well. Let's do that first. And maybe the world out there, and then see where we're at. But yeah, Noe needs to be all the way over here for hers. That's something we need to figure out tomorrow morning. We are out of time, as I say. The only thing that's a little bit confusing, as I say, is the fact that we now are stuck when it comes to Yasuke and his backstory, as we just don't know who the next person is on the Templar board. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Winter Raiders, we've got people we need to defend the local pilgrims. There's a raider there to take care of as well. We've got the hunters down here to take care of as well. There's still little groups still do Iron Hand Guild. We know where the two members are to do there as well. And we've got 2 members of the Shinbaku. So I wonder if maybe we do need to do the next Shinbaku as well to keep things moving. That's the other thing. But that time will tell. We'll figure that out tomorrow. We are live tomorrow morning as we continue on in Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're now 78 hours and 25 minutes in total, which is immense. I said it would be about a 100-hour game, and I think we're kind of getting to that mark. I might be right. Kathy, thank you for joining us. Very much appreciated. Again, apologies for that period of where the drowsiness took hold. We managed to push through, but it is tiring and not fun. It's only affecting afternoons. It's weird. Afternoons are the worst time for it. But we'll get to the bottom of it one way or another. But yeah. Crazy Irishman, pleasure as always. But that is us for today. Thank you very much for joining us. As I say, if you haven't already, the channel update is live. Went live this morning. Check it out on our videos. And I managed to get it quite condensed for once, under 8 minutes. Which means because the channel update is under 8 minutes, we actually lose money. Because they don't put mid adverts in anymore if it's under 8 minutes long. So you guys can watch it without an advert in the middle of it. Obviously, I lose out on the ad revenue, which isn't a big deal. But yeah, under 8 minutes, but you don't get a mid-roll advert, which is a bonus. So we managed to keep it under that for the first time, I think. But a massive thank you to you guys. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We're back tomorrow morning with more Assassin's Creed Shadows as we try and find out who else is part of the Templar Order. And maybe, just maybe, find more out about the hidden blade that Noe's wearing as well. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope it's not too hot for you people in the UK. As records have been broken today, according to what I've seen. And we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.